Ladies and gentlemen, you're currently watching the sexiest man alive in the universe. And today I'm going to give you a Survivor Series review. First of all, I went last night to go watch Survivor Series. Today it's a beautiful Monday morning. The weather's good out here. But unfortunately, the show last night was very disappointing. I was very disappointed in last night's show. Vince McMahon, I was planning on seeing a decent show. I said at the beginning of my preview for the show on Paulson's channel, I said the show has the potential to be good. The potential to be great. But there has to be a oh my god moment. You have to have a couple things happen. Someone has to turn heel. Something has to happen, you know, for you to say, wow, that's really cool. And the ending was not cool at all. So let's break down the Survivor Series. Okay, first of all, for the Survivor Series, you think of the pay-per-view from a logic standpoint. You take your mind outside of Survivor Series, and you think, okay, where's the 5-on-5 match? They had no 5-on-5 match. They didn't even announce the shit until the pay-per-view started. They didn't, let me repeat that. They did not announce the match, or the Survivor Series match, until the damn pay-per-view started. The first one was on the pre-show. I don't even remember the guys that were in the match. That's how fucking sad and pathetic and poorly excused for a company to put together a 5-on-5 match in such a small amount of time without telling the fans anything, or without having any type of storyline or prestige behind this 5-on-5 match. What a poorly executed match, especially on the pre-show, for you to have a 5-on-5 match and have exactly no meaning when it's pertaining to the pay-per-view. Poorly, pathetic excuse for a match. I don't even remember the fucking guys that were in the ring. But nonetheless, one of the groups won. I don't care. So now let's get to kickoff show. The match opens up. Roman Reigns is wrestling against Alberto Del Rio, and this match was stale, just poorly put together. Nothing really interesting about the match whatsoever. I was tuned off within the first couple of minutes, and I was very disappointed in this matchup. Very disappointed in this matchup. And Roman Reigns ends up winning, as I predicted, because everybody knew it's going to be Roman Reigns and Ambrose in the finals. So then Dean Ambrose has his matchup, and he's going up against Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is like, no, you're not going to face me. You're going to face, no, you're not going to face Ambrose. You'll be facing me, and then I'm going to win both titles because I'm this, that. He has a little backstage, drama with Roman Reigns, and that match also, I would have to say Ambrose and Kevin Owens, the match was okay, but again, it was just, I really felt like I wanted to be inspired for this pay-per-view, and I just felt like Survivor Series did not inspire me, but much less Ambrose defeats Kevin Owens in a match that we already knew this was going to happen. We already knew that this match was going to be over, that it was going to be it was going to be Ambrose and Reigns. Everybody already knows it. So predictable. So anyways, Charlotte versus Paige. And let me tell you something, this match was too fucking long. You had a 15 fucking minute match. The Divas match was terrible. This match was horrible. They're screaming, they're grunting. Just a terrible match from the start to the finish. Charlotte wins the match. I actually got up, I swear to God, I got up within 3 minutes and I literally walked out of the fucking restaurant and I sat and started watching YouTube videos. I did not care about this match. Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler in a match that I could have cared less about. Another uninspiring match. But the Tyler Breeze character is actually pretty cool. He kind of reminds me of Joey Mercury. I think they're trying to pass that Eminem gimmick off. And then I guess Summer Rae is supposed to be Melina, I guess, in this case. Another uninspiring match, but Tyler Breeze wins. I mean, I thought it was an okay match. I mean, again, I wasn't really just inspired by this rivalry at all. Just no flair, no spark, nothing. And Tyler Breeze wins the match. Then you had the Wyatt family versus the Brothers of Destruction. The Brothers of Destruction won. I was very shocked to see that. I actually thought the Wyatt family was going to win. I thought the Wyatt family should have won to put them over. I thought it made more sense to do that. It was another match that was uninspiring. I was not inspired by this matchup whatsoever. Undertaker and Kane won. They show the 25 years of the Undertaker walk into the ring and the different faces and all that. I thought that was kind of cool, but other than that, the match was just, again, uninspiring and just lack of creative, and I just wasn't intrigued by the matchup. So then we go to the final matchup of the night. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose, and we knew, okay, the winner of this match, something is going to happen. I named all the scenarios. There's like 8 or 9 different scenarios. And what happened? Roman Reigns defeats Ambrose. Thought Reigns would turn heel. He doesn't. He ends up spearing Triple H. Sheamus cashes in, gives him a bro kick. Reigns kicks out. Then Reigns ducks underneath the rope like an Irish whip move. Bounces back. Another bro kick. Sheamus wins. Okay? I'm thinking to myself, if I'm creative or if I'm Vince, I gotta think, okay, this fucking asshole, this guy Sheamus, who's uninteresting in my opinion, he's not really an interesting character at all. What is the difference between his title run now that he hasn't done the last 2 or 3 times when he's had the fucking belt? What is so interesting about him having this title and him joining the Authority? What is inspiring about that? Nothing. So Roman Reigns, if he would have won, he would have joined the corporation. It would have been in '98 when The Rock did it. That would have been cool. That would have been inspiring. That would have been intriguing. This match here, not intriguing. Sheamus was already heel, so of course you already know this cocksucker is going to join the Authority. You already know that. This pay-per-view was garbage. It sucked. It was uninteresting. And to me, I felt that I was very disappointed in this match. And I just felt like, other than chilling with my friends, I didn't even really pay attention to the goddamn pay-per-view. It was that fucking garbage. It was terrible, Vince. Terrible. Terrible show, Vince. You could have had an ending spectacular. You could have had an ending that was cool and inspiring. And something to captivate the audience and say, man, did you see that show last night? That shit was fucking cool. This match was not cool at all. In fact, it was the exact opposite. It sucked. What a shitty fucking pay-per-view. This fucking Survivor Series it's probably the worst Survivor Series. Well, it's probably the worst show this year and the worst Survivor Series in the last 10 years. This is a horrible, shitty fucking pay-per-view. You guys dropped the ball. This could have been great. This could have been inspiring. This could have been cool. This could have been eventful. I mean, like, this could have been something, like, captivating to get your audience around. And instead, you give us this shit crumb pay-per-view with no decent ending. The ending was trash. The ending sucked, Vince. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the show. The show was garbage and it sucked. And I'm not holding back. The truth is the truth. This show, Vince McMahon, was fucking garbage. And I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed because I was expecting something spectacular. And I was completely let down. Completely let down. Roman Reigns turning heel would have been what was best for business. Why? Because he's already getting booed. And he's face. He's face! He's face, Vince. Turn him heel. I mean, it would have made... from a logic standpoint, it would have made more sense if you had done that. I'm disappointed. I don't know what else to say, Vince. I'm disappointed. Survivor Series sucked. Out of a 1 to 10, I think like maybe the best match was the Ambrose Kevin Owens match, I guess. But other than that, all the other matches were just uninspiring and unintriguing, and nothing that would make me tell my friends, hey man, you got to watch that show. That was a badass show. The match was garbage, Vince. Survivor Series, a big fuck you to the fans at least, and this show was garbage. Garbage ass fucking show. Uninspiring, uneventful, no charisma, no creativity. Uninspiring, lackluster pay-per-view, that's all it is. It's just a show. It's just a long Monday Night Raw, basically. Wow. Survivor Series on the match card actually had potential to be great. You guys dropped the ball big time on this one. That's why I don't watch Raw or SmackDown no more. And then when I watch bullshit pay-per-views like this, it makes me not want to watch Raw even more. Very disappointed, Vince McMahon. I was expecting something better than this, you piece of shit. What a piece of shit show this was. I'm very disappointed.